Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. A gain makes it second and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's incomplete on the overthrow, just too much on that ball. On this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. The big fullback's got it here. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Give it to the big fullback here. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Play action here on first down. Catch made on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Pass caught. 2nd down now. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. Got space looking for the end zone here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wyoming. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback keeps the football. The back's got it on the pitch. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? It's an option look. He'll pitch it. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They're going to run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Well, early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They're going to run it. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Try and muscle for the first down. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And now a carry here for the fullback. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And this drive has now reached the red zone. They'll run it here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. The back's got it. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense. Make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Extending the play now. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Wyoming.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And looking to throw now on first down. Using his legs on the scramble. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage. So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
Hands off to the fullback. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Touchdown, Wyoming. And they go in front here in the second half.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Watch the spin move. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Catch made on the right side. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. They feed the fullback this time. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. One of those critical third down plays coming up. And the quarterback just sneaks it. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Wyoming has the lead here. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the pass is complete to the tight end.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterback's in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Ball handed off. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long and the importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards.
False start, offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. This one is right through, and they add to their lead. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On first down, it's play action. Looking to make a big play downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag on the field. This might be coming back. So the offense declines the penalty after the big play.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking for a deep completion. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And the defense signals time here with just 13 seconds left on the clock. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Here's a carry for the fullback. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now a timeout is called with just 10 seconds left to play.
Timeout, Oregon.
Movement at the second level of the defense now. The gain makes it second and medium. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They're going to run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
That makes the score Wyoming 34, Oregon 28.
course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.